Reichert has it all teed up. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. Making some progress here. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he gets him about 3 yards here on the game's first offensive snap.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. From the 36. Bucket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on third down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with Sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Here he is on third and long. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
Even on third and long, he still couldn't bring himself to force the throw right there, and that's okay. As coordinators will like to say, every drive that ends with a kick we can live with. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
He finds him beyond the marker. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. That'll be a 20-yard hit on fourth down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
George Pickens, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Back to the air, Prescott. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So they're left facing third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Prescott now on third down. Here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
A couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to go over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Third down, here's Jones. And he's going to be stopped well shy of that first down marker. Call it a yard. That means fourth down coming up.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. They snap it to McCarthy. Downfield. Hockenson. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Now about 19 yards on fourth down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably.
Vikings first down.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
13 yards. It's 2nd down.
Trying again, following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. If Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Third and long for him here. Goes right back to Jefferson, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
Complete to Justin Jefferson.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Vikings likely looking at a field goal try. So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out from 37 yards in the right hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And we continue to await our opening score in this ball game. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Even the best kickers on earth, they'll miss one every once in a while, and it stinks.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. Defense is roaring here. Back-to-back sacks have him in a great spot to end this drive immediately. He's going to push one. Big game downfield. He's at the 30. The 10. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get some late points and the lead. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Ty Chandler to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he takes the return out of bounds.
At their own 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Flush out now to his left. He takes it himself.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Finds him on the crossing route. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and 10. It's McCarthy. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
First and 10. Here's Jones. Room to run inside the 20. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
First down, and they go right back to it. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get it behind the line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down. On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. He's got it! Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings tie this game 7-7. We'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Fielded at the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. He's out of bounds on that return, Brock, because that takes us into the break. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. That's complete. Here's Jones. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space, find those completions outside the pocket.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Bails out of the pocket quick. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. So now, after the penalty, it's 1st and 15. They'll run here following the penalty. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd and 13 at their 48-yard line.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Play action, McCarthy. Headed out right. Now he takes it. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
They're giving it to Jones on the option. And that run's held up just before he can get the last bit he needed. It's going to be 4th and short.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Now apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. He's back to throw. That's caught. This is Addison. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 4th quarter lead. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. And it's no good. Not the time you want to see the extra point off the mark here in a one-score game in the 4th.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. And they finally bring him down after a huge run back into their territory.
We know this is the ticket to the field for a whole lot of rookie special teams. It's something that teams every year look for in the draft. And with the new rules, well, maybe even that much more. These super athletes who can electrifying returns will turn the smallest lane into one of the biggest plays of the game.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Dak now from the gun. He finds Pickens left side. Oh, it looked like he was going to have that first, didn't it? But after the stop, they're going to be a little bit short at the 22. And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. In for the marker with Williams. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. One back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. They stay on the ground with Williams. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Another try for them from the 11. Here's second and 10. Another run for Williams. Stopped after a gain of 2, and that's going to bring up third down.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up third and 7.
Now to throw. This throw is cut. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Minnesota spends its second time out here, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Cowboys.
Williams. And it's a touchdown in the final minute. He's in, and now an extra point would give him the lead and maybe the win. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. Here he is to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Setting up to pass. Caught by the open man. Shoves him off, and he's got room to go. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain, now down inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down. Back to throw. Buying some time right. He's running with it. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
The Vikings will line up for the
He'll look to throw it. He rolls to his right. And he isn't going to get it. They wanted those two to feel a little bit more comfortable, but hey, they're still just moments away from a victory. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. This is taken in at the 13. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here he goes, one final shot. Rolling left, buying some time. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from Dallas. In a state that lives and breathes football, welcome inside the massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. I'll start with a give to Jones. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. McCarthy throwing here. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. As a man, Justin Jefferson. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. So it's a home run that finishes their opening possession of this game, partner, and gets them on the scoreboard with 6.
And I think keeps all of us here in this building, in this booth, hoping they get the ball back soon, right? Not that we're rooting for anybody, but we root for the big play, for the home run. They just hit one.
Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.